Everyone in the studio, including us, is hard at work on developing and servicing Black Desert. I hope all the adventurers are having fun and meaningful experiences as well. We don't have any big updates to share today, but we wanted to take some time to tell you all what we're currently up to and share our thoughts with you. We'd especially like to discuss two hot topics like class balance and new outfits. Black Desert game design.
Okay, let's take a look.
Changes to furniture buffs.
Furniture buff changes.
Furniture
This
buffs
is
are
really
an
nice.
important part of our game. However, it's cumbersome.
I do love some of these pictures that they've shown. Like,
each time to
such a nice little
Many
design
adventurers
idea.
provided great feedback, such as
Oh, I
remote
still want the
buff
hall.
activation via maids or furniture installation in campsites. We were also thinking furniture buffs are in need of improvements, so we reviewed various methods mentioned in feedback. This, however, was not easy to implement, since furniture was designed to be installed at residences and was tied to the durability system. Our goal is to address your
I
inconveniences.
do like that.
Even if
That
it
is a
takes some
lovely
time.
manner from somebody.
But we found that there isn't a straightforward solution for this. That led us to choose a workaround, like using guild
He's cooking
manor
a shy.
furniture, due to the challenges in implementation. Still, maintaining such inconveniences wasn't the way to go. Thus, while keeping existing methods, we plan
Okay,
to
that
find
is
ways
nice
to
that you're
convert
keeping the old
furniture buffs
methods.
into scrolls. Converting furniture buffs into scrolls allows trading and circulation through the central market. However, priority remains on ensuring uses for guild members at manors.
By the way,
for
if you
personal
don't make
use.
guild buffs, you're shooting yourself in the foot still. It is much better to get those extra
Only
charges.
stuffed furniture obtained through hunting can be converted. The burden of maintaining
the Vidor
personal
dough.
furniture grew too large when the Golden Pig Cave was added after the Ulakita monster zones, and the guild manor is inaccessible from Ataraxian. We wish to swiftly provide convenient alternatives to lessen the frustration from this. All furniture crafted via hunting will yield remnants of mystic beasts when processed.
Now, I wonder if they mean the
You can now
manufacturing
combine
process.
remnants of mystic beasts and exclusive parchment purchasable with silver and a lightstone. To craft a
Ooh,
scroll
this
that
might
grants
make
the
my
furniture buff.
hoarded
The
lightstones
important thing
worthwhile.
to note here is that the resulting scroll effects depend on the type of lightstone used, not the furniture. If you use one remnants of mystic beasts, one parchment, and a lightstone of fire rage, the resulting scroll grants an AP increase effect.
These have probably skyrocketed in price.
If lightstone of earth waves is used, the resulting scroll will have evasion increase effect instead of AP increase. In short, you can use various lightstones to create tailored buff scrolls. This system was designed to bring more meaning to those who enjoy hunting. Currently, demand is centered around furniture with AP increase, relatively decreasing the value of other furniture. Hence, we've made it so that all furniture made from hunting will yield remnants of mystic beasts as
Oh,
raw
so it's
materials,
detached.
and we've balanced the value of these furniture
Oh, that
by
is
varying the
nice.
scroll effects based on the type of lightstone used.
That is a nice idea.
And we told you that the parchment required can be purchased with silver. This can be substituted with yellow grade supreme hide.
Oh, I have
which
so
you can
many of
also
those.
get from hunting. So, those of you who like to
I
hunt,
hope it's a
will be
one-to-one.
able to save some of the cost. It took a while because I wanted to give you examples of crafting the scrolls. So let me summarize what was said thus far. First, stuffed furniture made from hunting can be used to craft buff scrolls. Second, those who have been enjoying hunting can save costs with materials they have accumulated. Third, crafted scrolls can be traded, but are most
I mean, so
costly
can the
than simply using
regular
stuffed
furniture,
This
so...
is the gist of it. That said, we don't think this is the best method to do this. Ultimately, our goal is to have fewer buffs to lessen the burden of preparation. These
I do like that they don't
changes
consider this
unfortunately
the
need sufficient
ultimate
time
fix.
to prepare from our end, and for you to brace for the change.
And are being
We
somewhat
hope you
transparent
understand
about that.
This is the best option we can currently implement. It's not perfect, but it's definitely much more convenient than the current system. So, we hope this is a meaningful change. We plan to implement this on May 28th,
Ooh.
so we hope you look
So
forward to
a
it.
month
We'll
roughly?
keep discussing on how to lessen the burden of buffs and
Yeah.
give you more freedom of choice.
I mean, that's not bad.
We've got
Oh,
more
you-
news that ties into our buff discussion. Soon, adventurers will be able to see all their active buff effects at a glance with a new unified buff UI. Until now,
Oh,
you could only
finally.
easily track item drop rate increase, while other buffs, especially life and consumable buffs, were scattered across different windows, forcing you to do the math yourself. Family-wide effects, food buffs, elixirs, scrolls, you had to hop between panels just to keep tabs on everything. But now, as you can see on the screen, the upcoming unified UI will group every buff by category.
Oh, so
you
it's like
can
the
manage them
training
on the
buff?
fly and use them at the perfect moment, giving you a smoother and more flexible
So probably
gameplay
like
experience.
training XP or mount XP.
The next topic is in
That
a
is
similar
nice.
context. It's about how attack and defense points are shown. At the moment, most combat specs only displays gear AP and DP in the equipment window. This simple system worked when the game first launched. But now, with more complex
I mean, we're
content,
talking generally
like
for
node
grind
wars
spots
and
as well
conquest
now.
war that require certain setups, and the growing importance
About the
of
total
detailed
stats.
for monster zones. Things have changed. When all sorts of effects are applied, the gap between displayed and actual stats is becoming more noticeable. Sure, you can get more detailed info
Yeah.
from the My Stats in the equipment window, but since most game stats rely on displayed AP and DP, it's not exactly easy to check everything. As you can see, you'll be able to toggle your equipment window display between gear scores and total stats.
Oh, we might actually be able to figure out the actual crit rates.
The total
Without
stats
having to
view will
calculate and
automatically
scheme.
include your gear AP DP, plus all active buffs combined.
That is pretty
You
nice.
can also directly select and apply extra AP against monsters and extra
You
damage
can,
to races.
like,
There
look
are
at
three
it.
types of extra damage to races, which requires manual calculation, but this hassle will be resolved with the update. The updated stat info display isn't just for the equipment window, and the monster sync to the AP
Oh,
DP
that is-
readout
It
in
makes
the
it
top left
makes it
corner of your
worthwhile. I might
screen
need to move my
and the
banner,
Monster
so
Zone info UI. This means you can compare the required stats for each monster zone with your total stats, making it easier to prepare for the combat.
that is pretty nice. I'll jump a
We
bit.
believe we should transition gradually with a selectable option rather than changing everything at once. Once everyone's
I think
comfortable and
I'll be
buffing
doing the
new
jump.
display,
I'll be
we'll consider
swapping.
making it the default. We think this change will be beneficial for seasoned adventurers in terms of convenience. For newcomers, or those just getting the hang of things, it's a change that helps them understand the game better.
Yeah, definitely.
Build forward.
Oh,
Date for
when's
Stats View
this?
Sync is set for next week, April 30.
Ooh, April 30th already.
And the feature
Nice.
to view all buffs
Well,
at
31st
once is
most likely
expected to
for
arrive
us.
by mid-May. Now,
Mid-May,
let's
okay.
talk about some upcoming life skill changes. Since the fishing overhaul on November 13th last year, we've been steadily patching all life activities. Compared to around
That
this time
face.
last year, way more adventurers are diving into life content. Fishing in particular has really taken off thanks
Oh,
to
God.
its relaxed and AFK-friendly nature. We're planning more tweaks to ensure other life skill activities can shine in their own ways. Today, we'll share a few of those updates with you.
Okay, what highlights do
First
we
up
have?
is training, a
Ooh.
popular AFK option alongside fishing. We've been thinking about adding fresh features to training and ways to boost your earnings. Right now, when you capture a wild horse, there's
I've
only a
never
very small
gotten a tier
chance
7.
It will be tier 7 instead of tier 6. Soon, you'll also be able to
Ooh.
obtain tier 8
We might have to
horses
learn the
instead
different
of tier
codes
6,
for the
7.
7s.
Wild horses you capture are currently limited to levels 1 to 10, but that range will expand to levels 1 to 20. This means you may even skip the growth stage and jump right into Imperial delivery or breeding. We're also planning to introduce
that is a
new
nice
wild
feature.
horses to spice things up. These horses will grow twice as slow as before, but their Imperial delivery price will be 3 or 4 times higher. There's also a very small chance
I mean,
of
that's
capturing a
okay.
female horse with a breeding count
I
of
wonder
4.
if there are good prices
Keep an eye
on
out
the
for these
player
new
market as
wild
well.
horses coming soon.
I mean,
Next
if
up
they're
is
3-4 times the
contribution
Imperial,
points
or are
and
they
node
3-4 times the
investment
player
system.
price?
Right now, CP requirements for node investments are still based on all trait root data, which isn't very efficient anymore. To fix this, we'll be lowering contribution point costs
Oh,
across
thank
the board.
God.
Major nodes like gateways will still
I
demand
wonder
a
how
bit
much
more
CP I will be saving. I am currently near
But
0
general
again.
nodes will see a big drop in their requirements. This means fewer points are needed for the node itself, but you'll need points for investing in production nodes within. For housing, the required contribution points will be capped at 5
Oh,
points,
Grana's gonna
no
become so
matter
much
what.
cheaper. Oh, and
Cities such
Odalita as
Grana,
well.
which previously required up to 8 points for a house, will now be adjusted to 5 points or less. By lowering the overall CP requirements, we aim to give adventurers more flexibility in how they allocate their points.
That is
We'll
really
also be
nice.
introducing new production nodes to areas which previously didn't have any, such as Ulakita. This means you'll have more
Ooh,
sources
Monk's
for
Branch.
hard to find materials, such as the Monk's Branch.
Oh, and White Cedar Sap. At least that looks like White Cedar
We're planning
Sap.
to add worker lodging in Musgar. Regarding the maximum amount of contribution points, we've been giving a lot of thought to it. There's a lot to take into
Oh,
account.
they're gonna move
We'll
500.
provide updates as soon as we finalize
Ah,
our
damn.
plans.
It's
Next
gonna
up,
be 500
we'll cover
still.
Ocean content editions. It's a feature announced during the last Calfian Ball. We're adding an
Oh, the
auto-fishing
auto-fishing.
feature for Carracks. A new fishing slot will be added to the Manage Sailors UI. Assign a sailor here, and it will activate the new fishing feature. The cabins will be expanded to accommodate these changes.
Do we
Once
get a
you
free
install
sailor
fishing rod
slot?
in the new Carrack equipment slot, Creo will take over fishing duties while you sail. To obtain the new Carrack fishing rod, complete the suggested quest, Otter Barterer.
Oh, in
which
the
will
Great
then let you
Expedition.
accept a
Nice.
simple quest from Creo in Velia regarding the fishing rod.
Ooh,
Complete
crow
this quest,
coins.
and
I'm
you'll
gonna
be
need
able
to make sure I
exchange
have enough
crow
saved up.
coins via Creo for the new rod. We made sure to make this fishing rod easily acquirable, especially for seafaring veterans.
Yeah,
For a
okay, then
deeper
it probably
dive
isn't
into
too
this fishing
expensive.
rod sailing feature, it won't be affected by your fishing mastery, and the prize fish capture rate is fixed at 1%.
I kind of wish they would have
Any fish
added this
hauled
for
up by
harpooning,
Creo will
though.
go straight into your character's inventory.
Or at least an
Any
option
fish
for
tags in your
harpooning.
inventory will take precedence as before. Note that fishing will stop when your Carrack is stationary.
Now, the
Next
question I
up,
have is, does driving in circles
We're
count?
planning significant
Like when
changes
you're
in the long
in
term,
combat?
but for now, we're addressing what we can in the meantime. First, we'll adjust the weights of elixirs.
Oh,
Higher
this
grade
is so
elixirs
overdue.
currently weigh 0.5 LT.
I don't do
and
Imperial
mid-grades
Alchemy because they're so heavy.
0.7 LT. Compared to food items, they're much heavier, often causing alchemy life skillers to become overburdened. All elixirs will be standardized to 0.2 LT.
Oh, that
greatly
is
alleviating
huge.
weight burden when crafting and storing them.
Oh, that is so
For
huge.
crafting Imperial alchemy boxes, we felt the
Oh,
costs
Imperial.
of ingredients outweighed overall profit. So, we'll reduce the number of elixirs required for
Oh,
the boxes.
yes.
For
It might
example,
make it more
the
worthwhile.
Guru's medicine box will need only 6 elixirs instead of 9. For higher grade elixirs, the required amount
Thank
will
you.
be reduced
Thank
from
you,
3
PA.
to 2. We'll regularly review and consider future pricing adjustments if needed. Lastly, hunting content. As
Oh.
mentioned, furniture buffs will be made into scrolls, and we'll be adjusting the actions when equipping a matchlock for quality of life improvements. You'll be able to reload while sprinting. You'll
Okay,
also
that is
be
pretty
able to
nice.
immediately sit while moving by pressing Q. We'll also increase the reload speed after rolling. We hope these adjustments further add to a less restrictive and comfortable hunting
Well, I mean, rolling gives you one
experience.
extra
As
shot
for
if you did the
transport feature of
quest.
Town storage, since completing the Magnus quest line allows remote access to all towns,
Oh,
that feature
what-
has
what
become
are they doing?
largely obsolete. Thus, we're planning to
By how
increase
much?
the number of trade
Oh,
wagons
please do
used
it
for
enough.
transporting trade goods. For now, there are 5 normal wagons and 1 trade wagon. So we're looking at 4 to 5 more trade wagons and
Oh,
reducing
yes.
the total number of normal wagons.
I'll be able to
around.
move all my
These
trade
are quite
crates.
A few minor updates. Life skill related updates are set to be continuously implemented.
Oh, I'm really
throughout
looking forward to
May.
reading
By
the global
improving
patch
each
notes
piece
now.
of content in such a manner, we hope that every aspect of life skill content will come to serve its unique purpose. Up next is something many of our adventurers have been waiting for, the final chapter of Ataraxian. This May 28th, the
Ooh,
final
that is soon.
Gladius will be coming to Black Desert. The Ataraxian saga
Sage.
began in June 2nd, 2021. After 5 long years of epic
Oh, sick.
storytelling,
I hate this
the
boss.
final chapter is upon us. We'd like to thank all our adventurers who embrace
Favorite visually?
Ataraxian's unique atmosphere
Oh.
and cooperative gameplay. In this final encounter, there awaits someone who's been there since we first stepped into Black Desert. You'll be facing the White Witch,
The White
Elezra
Bitch.
herself, to make for a unique encounter unlike previous Ataraxian bosses. Elezra will meet you in a one-on-one battle. Throughout the story of Black Desert, Elezra is revealed to bear countless black spirits on her person. She will draw from that power to unleash overwhelming
Oh, but we have to
assaults.
fight
The
one of
fight
each
will charge
class.
you with the powerful illusions you may have faced during your class's succession questline.
Oh no.
Adventurers will need to maneuver these illusions to destroy powerful objects in the vicinity to weaken Elezra during battle. As for the difficulty of the fight, you can expect Black Shrine Calamity 10 levels. Even for veteran adventurers, this battle will require a fair amount of challenge and focus. We hope to
I
bring
mean,
you a
Calamity
combat
10, that means
experience
350
worthy
AP
of
requirement.
Ataraxian's finale. And the message Elezra leaves for our adventurers is not a simple farewell, but a link that will continue
Ooh,
the
that
main
looks really
story
nice.
into Edania, the realm of demons. Through the final Gladios, we hope all adventurers will experience firsthand what truth Elezra shall reveal and the story she will leave behind. We'd like to express our gratitude once again to the adventurers who've journeyed through Ataraxian. We are working hard and making
Oh,
sure the
that looks
climactic
so
battle
epic,
will
all those
remain a
spires.
memorable one to behold. That's it for today's update recap. As I mentioned at the start of this video, I'd like to talk about 2 more things before we
Oh.
wrap up.
Okay.
First up is the ongoing balance patch.
Okay,
The main
please
goal of
elaborate.
this
It's
patch
been
is to
stressful
give a
reading
solid
global
boost
patch
to
notes.
classes that are currently underperforming in PvE,
Generally what I've been assuming.
and to change how they're perceived, making a real difference in how they feel to play. In the past, when it comes to balance patches, we've usually taken a conservative approach. That was mostly to avoid unexpected issues and account for differences in adventurers' skill levels.
And then they nerfed
So,
them right
we've
after the
always
buff.
been cautious when going live with changes. When balance tweaks go wrong, the risks are significant, which is why we've played it safe.
And now you have
But
them.
as we kept doing this, even after multiple adjustments, many adventurers still felt like the changes weren't
Oh,
enough.
Succession Draconian.
To the point where some
Such a
even
lovely
wondered
class.
whether anything had changed. This time, unlike before, we took a bolder approach to make sure the changes really stood out. We clearly buffed weaker classes and toned down overpowered ones to balance everything across the board,
Okay, yeah, that is good, to be honest.
narrowing the gap between them. At the start of this patch cycle, we described it as a seismic shift to show just how big the changes would be. However, even though we run tons of tests and review a lot of data, players often perform way better than expected. That gap's something
I mean,
we've
I
come
don't
to
blame them.
expect,
They do
and
seem
we've
to
seen it
test.
happen
It's just
before.
they just
So
can't
we always
test
keep it in mind.
the same
So
way
this
everybody
time,
else
while
does.
pushing for meaningful changes, we said we'd make quick adjustments if any updates turned out stronger than expected,
I mean, they did do that. The quick nerfs after a buff.
and we followed through on that. That meant some classes got buffed one week, then nerfed the next,
He even says it.
which we know was disappointing for some of you. Still, we're really grateful for your understanding and valuable feedback you've shared with us. Thank you so much. Your input made our daily patch review sessions more meaningful and productive. It helped us figure out what we still need to work on and where to improve.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of places to improve, but...
Following this week's live patch, next week, we'll update...
Oh, who are they
Berserker
updating?
Succession and Awakening,
Ooh,
Striker Succession,
that's gonna... If it's a nerf, people
Tamer
will be
Awakening,
mad.
Sorceress Awakening, Valkyrie Succession, Meiwa Succession, and Nova Awakening for PvE. That patch will mark the end of this season's balance patch cycle.
That means it's
Of
gonna
course,
freeze
this
things a
doesn't
bit.
mean balance updates are stopping at all. It just
Oh,
means the
okay.
major wave of changes will be done, and after that, we'll continue with our usual mix of smaller and larger tweaks. We're
I mean, that's
also
quite
closely
alright.
watching the classes that were nerfed. If we find that more tweaks are needed beyond those mentioned, we won't hesitate to step in. As for Dosa and
I feel like
Deadeye,
they're doing them a little bit dirty with the
their
camera
Abyssal
snap.
Legacy, that is, Magnus skills, haven't been added yet.
It's
They're
like the
currently in
constant shifting
development,
between
and
3
we'll roll them
cameras.
out once the next patch is done.
It feels like he's being
They're fun
interrogated.
and well designed.
Sorry.
Today, we mostly focused on PvE, but would like to let you know that we have specific plans for PvP as
Yeah, okay,
well.
probably the resistance,
As
right?
you all know, class balance is crucial in PvP. But it's not the only thing that matters. Things like resistance, which we talked about at the last ball. Differences in mouse movement skill levels, and whether or not players use it.
Yeah, they have been
are all
removing
key
the mouth
factors
movement a lot.
We're carefully considering. PvP balancing isn't just about class tweaks. It needs a broader system level approach, which is why we're taking our time to get it right. Instead of rushing it out, we've actually been working on it for a while now, and we'll make sure to
And
share
this is what
more
I-
details with you soon.
Okay, just quick pause here. This is what I mean. A lot of PvP players want, like, quick results, and I understand it because their content is currently in such a dire situation. But I feel like this sort of approach of taking it slow and steady is not a bad thing, per se.
In the meantime, we'll keep releasing regular patches. Balance patches are tied directly to how each class performs, so no matter how carefully we plan them. There's
Okay,
always
guys,
going to be
Everett
some
Dracania,
emotional response.
please
The
start
way we
performing
handled this
worse
patch
so we get more
reflects
buffs.
what we've learned from the past experiences. And
Just
the
grind
conclusion
less
we drew from
trash.
Those experiences. We approached it with a clear purpose, though we know it might not have fully met everyone's expectations. We'll keep analyzing the results and studying your feedback to come up with better, well thought out updates.
And that is
The
very
patches
appreciated,
changing
to be
so
honest.
drastically each week may have felt overwhelming or even stressful to some. But
Yes,
we're
it was
truly
stressful.
Grateful to everyone who gave honest feedback during this time. As a small thank you, with next week's patch, we'll be giving all adventurers a secret scroll of pure equilibrium and 4 weapon exchange coupons.
So
Of
people,
course, we know
2
that
sub-weapons
perfecting
for the
patch means more
PvPers.
than any rewards
So
we
they
can
can
give.
transfer the
That's our
Nuva
job
and the
and
Black Star.
responsibility after all. That said, we hope these items come in handy. We'll keep
Gotta
giving
snooze
it
again,
our
1 second.
all until the end. Next up, some news about tomorrow.
Wait,
A
tomorrow?
brand new outfit is launching.
I mean, it's this
As for
Thursday?
outfits, a lot of adventurers have been asking for simpler, more casual styles for a while now.
What are they releasing?
So, this time, we've gone with a really clean and simple look. It's a basic white t-shirt and jeans combo.
What t-shirt contest? I love the London Morning Light Sparrows. And Shy's ruining the flirting. She was just picking him up, and then the Shy comes in and feels like, what's in? Oh, damn. Neurons activated. Okay, that is kind of cute. The Black Spirit. That backpack reminds me a little bit of a Loungefly.
The official name of this outfit is Lookin' Frosh. Just like the name, it's fresh, youthful, and fits right in anywhere.
Oh, but flat feet! Flat
And
feet for
jeans are all
females!
about how they
Flat
look
feet!
from the back, right? So, our art team really focused on the silhouette to make sure jeans
They
are all
focused on
about
the
how they
silhouette. The silhouette.
look from the back, right?
And then
So,
the male just
our art
front
team really
front
focused on
back
the
shot
silhouette
instead
to
of the
make
side.
sure it looks great at a glance. They put a lot of care and effort into it.
Oh,
The
that's gonna be a
fabric also
tough one
takes
to
dye really well.
get. Yeah, this kind of looks almost like a Loungefly. If they just change this a little bit and then like turn this into a Black Spirit and bam, you got a Loungefly. Well, and
So,
that
you
zipper
can
needs to
switch it
go
up.
across the top. Oh, only across the top.
To white or black jeans too. The t-shirts is fully dyeable, and even the neckline can be dyed
BTO.
separately. So, you can add a personal touch while keeping it simple.
There,
The
BTO.
default shoes are clean classic sneakers, but you can also mix and match with high heels.
Oh, there's separate
or other
hats.
items to suit your style. This outfit is all about that clean basic charm.
And these aren't your standard mom
We wanted
jeans.
to make sure it blends naturally into the world of Black Desert, and we hope lots of you enjoy it.
I mean, now we know what Marnie was doing in America.
Your support is what gives us the courage to
He was
try new
stealing
things.
the
We'll keep
jeans
working to
manufacturing
create more beautiful outfits.
systems.
That's
He was
all for
learning how to
today's
make
comment.
jeans.
We always put in our best effort, but we can't help but feel like it's never quite enough. That's because we always want to do better and meet your expectations. Besides what we shared today, we've got a lot more in store.
I mean,
So,
to be
we
honest,
ask for your
recap-wise,
continued support
I'm
for
really
Black
liking
Desert
this.
year. And as usual, the Heidel Ball returns this summer. This time, it'll be held in Daejeon, famously known as Korea's bread haven. It's the
Oh
first
god,
time
I
we're
kind of would
hosting it
want to go,
outside
but I
the
know I
capital
can't.
area, so we're really excited. We hope that excitement reaches not only the adventurers joining us in person, but also those tuning in online from all around the world. We'll make sure it's a great event.
I'm definitely
We'll
not
share
big
all the
enough to
details,
go there.
including the schedule, soon through the GM notes. I think that's a good place to wrap things up for today. We'll be back to share more exciting stories at the upcoming Heidel Ball. Thank you so much.
To be honest, I liked it. A lot of the changes look really good, and I really hope that they go through as they are right now. Not too much tweaks. We do now know we need to perform worse to get buffs, so remember, less trash loot is better in the long run. In the long con. But let's get back into the game now, and that was actually pretty nice. I really liked it.